You get what you came for. This time you've gone too far. I think you should know what you've done. You get what you deserve.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k17 Universe Mode. I'm BrendenPlayz, and we are here with this week's NXT. And tonight, we have ourselves a big #1 contenders match for the Cruiserweight Championship. But first, we have tag team action as it is Sanity, Eric Young, and Killian Dane from Sanity up against TM61, Nick Miller, and Shane Thorne, of course. Andrade Cien Almas will go one-on-one with Cassius Ohno. Two of the top contenders here in NXT battling it out with the chance perhaps to move up in the rankings and challenge Bobby Roode perhaps. Aliyah will take on Liv Morgan one-on-one, two of the newer women here on the roster. Speaking of new women on the roster, we've got Daria Berenato up against Amber Moon. So Daria and Amber going one-on-one, two of the brand new women here on the roster as we continue to expand the NXT's women's division. And we spoke about a moment ago, the Cruiserweight Championship #1 contenders match is a fatal four-way. Dorado, Ibushi, Lorcan, and Chavo. Alrighty, so it's going to be the team of Sanity with a victory over TM61. Andrade and Cassius. It's Andrade. Well, there you go. A bit of an upset there. Maybe that's a chance for Andrade to build from there. And Liv Morgan gets a victory over Aliyah. Well, now it's time to get ourselves our first look at Daria Berenato and Amber Moon. Well, Daria, she's got an MMA background, of course, and she can be dangerous. She can be dangerous. She knows some deadly, deadly holds that can make her opponents tap out. We are still learning more about her. She's still very new to the scene here, but she gets herself an opportunity to be a part of the NXT Women's Division, which is still continuing to evolve and bring in more and more new names as we go. Of course, our Women's Champion Asuka will be watching and wait to see what these new women have to offer. Next up, Amber Moon. Well, she's had a few matches here in NXT, but we get ourselves a good opportunity to, well, I guess, see her up close and personal and see what she's all about. So Amber Moon here at NXT. She's tough. We know that. She's tough, but extremely talented as well. This is a chance for her to get a win. And get a win and get her started here at NXT. She's had a couple of matches. She hasn't had the best of luck thus far. But a real chance for her to come here to NXT and make a few things happen. A great name for herself on the independent scene now, coming here, looking to make it big in the big leagues. And she's definitely somebody who could challenge Asuka. We know how dominant, how lethal Asuka is, but without a doubt, in my opinion, Amber Moon could be one of those women who may just give Asuka a run for her money. Well, it's Daria with a good start here with a knee in the back of Amber Moon. So we are still searching for the next contender. We know Nia Jax does have a rematch clause, and I'm sure she will look to invoke it. Nia Jax, she's already featured on the main roster and been a part of women's championship matches there. So it's very possible that she may look to take that route as, a big bomb right to the outside of the ring. A power bomb leaping over the rope and launching down Daria, as that is a big move from Amber Moon, or a great way to start off this matchup. Well, we know, Asuka, she's a women's champion. She defeated Nia Jax at the recent takeover. And Nia Jax, she's had some experience in the main roster, as we said a moment ago. So the question is, will she stick around as Amber into the steel ring post? It's very possible that Nia Jax may look to, go up to the main roster. She's already a two-time NXT Women's Champion. She's had a lot of success already here at NXT. So I guess, in my opinion, is there any more for her to do here in NXT? Is it time for her to go up and try and win that Women's Championship? That's the question I think, Nia Jax needs to answer, and her coming up against Asuka perhaps one more time maybe will provide her the answer. If she loses to Asuka, maybe it's time to try something else. Maybe the motivation isn't there. If she beats Asuka, well, maybe she feels as though there's a little bit more to do, or maybe she will win the championship back and, well, maybe give it up give it up and go to the main roster. You don't know. It's an interesting time. It'll be interesting to see what her decision is and what she decides to do. It's going to be, it's certainly going to shake up this women's division, no doubt about that. And some new names coming in, some potential new opponents for Asuka as well. As the boot there into the midsection and the kidneys of Ember Moon. And now Daria, hang on. She's got the turnbuckle padding gone, so Daria's not messing around right now. And we know she's a serious competitor, obviously with the MMA background. She's going to be very brutal in the ring. She's going to put holds on you that will hurt, and like I said, perhaps a submission specialist that she could use those maneuvers to beat her opponent. Ember's going to be very, very careful and very cautious of that happening in this one. Turnbuckle padding has been removed, so perhaps she's looking to maybe gain a bit of an advantage here. She knows how big of a matchup this is. This is her NXT debut up against Ember Moon, who's also looking to kickstart her NXT career as well. Very crucial matchup right now, and if she can't make the most of this match, well, maybe she's, back in line. Maybe she doesn't get a match next week. Maybe she's, searching for her next big opportunity. Cover now by Ember Moon. She can hook the leg. Well, we know a number of the other women in the division right now, such as Carmella, Billie Kay. We've even seen Peyton Royce emerge on the scene as well. And of course we said Nia Jax. So there's a number of other women here looking to all do the same thing, looking to all make it here at NXT. We saw Aaliyah and Liv Morgan as well. They're brand new on the scene as well, as Daria has her up and drops her down. Ember Moon in some trouble now perhaps. Well, can Daria make the most of it right now? She's going to drag Ember Moon towards the ropes. I thought for a moment she was going to look to use those ropes. Instead, she probably realized she wasn't quite in the position that she was hoping for. Daria now taken off her feet by Ember. And Moon now looking to hit the DDT, missing out with a counter, the knee into the midsection. Both heads collide, and now Ember Moon, head scissors, down goes Daria. And now the cover. This may be it here for Daria. Pressure's on, but a kick out. So Ember Moon looking pretty good here. This is what we wanted to see from her, but Daria also giving her a good challenge. We want to find out what the future of the NXT Women's Division looks like, and we may be looking at two of the women that could be very well, or will play a big part of that future, and could very well perhaps be a women's champion at some point. You never know. Attempted right hand, blocked there by Daria, hits one of her own. And she should have some good strikes. As you can see, she's got those MMA gloves on, preparing for those strikes. Bridging suplex now, and is looking to try something different. Couldn't quite get the 3 count again, but a 2 count, getting close. Perhaps a bit of frustration, a bit of fatigue on display there early on. Well, that's exactly what you cannot afford. Now looking to go for one big move, perhaps. Looking to perhaps end it right here. Went for the spear, but she's missed out. Ember Moon hit the counter into the DDT, and Ember Moon trying to get the fans to support her, and it's working out okay. A chop to the chest now. Front face lock here. Attempted uppercut, missing. Right hand there by Daria. And now Ember Moon looking for the fisherman driver, and now drives down Daria. The back of her head really landing harshly. Ember Moon a real chance. A win here, like we said, gets you in the mix. You officially stake a claim. You officially arrive here to NXT. You officially, get a few heads turning. Get people to take notice of you. That's what it's all about. It's a bit of a change of the guard here at NXT with our women's division. Lots of new names coming in, and you don't want to get left behind. You don't want to be lost in the shuffle. With these new names, you want to be the one who's standing out above. You want to be the one who is getting the notice. You want to be the one with the victories and getting that championship opportunity at some point. Ember Moon again trying to get this crowd to support her. A couple times now, perhaps she could have continued the offense on Daria, instead looking, I guess, to pander to the crowd. A bit of a mistake. STO now by Daria, so she's looking to get herself back into it and try to take advantage of the Ember Moon, well, I would say distraction. She's getting herself distracted by the audience. Now look out, Ember Moon has a hold of her. Fall-away slam. Caught a bit of the turnbuckle on her way down as well. Ember Moon dragging Daria towards the middle of the ring. And the boot connects as well. A shot to the head. And Daria missing out. Ember Moon, has her up. Powerbomb. And she bridges over. She's still got the shoulders down. A chance to win here. And now, reversing into the submission. Daria, a bit of a taste of her own medicine right now. Ember Moon trying to beat her here. Ember Moon, can she do it? Daria able to find a counter, and you'd expect that with that background that she has to be able to find a way to release a hold. And she's done that there. She's hanging on, but Ember Moon may be closing in. Of course, Daria still very new to the scene, still learning the ropes, still learning her own craft. And now these strikes, this is what we wanted to see from her. Those stiff rights and lefts right to the face of Ember Moon. They're effective. Now the heads collide as well. Ember Moon, with an arm drag, takes her down. Well, we know Ember Moon, plenty of experience, as we said, on the independent. Daria still learning her craft, still learning her way. You'd expect Ember Moon perhaps to win here, but Daria's certainly fighting here. She's not giving up. She's going to do whatever it takes, it seems, to get this win. Countering again. And Ember Moon with a snapmare. Missing out with a dropkick. And now Daria, spinebuster. Huge spinebuster. Is that it for Ember Moon to beat? Oh, Daria to beat her, but it's not going to be 3. It's a 2 count. She can't believe it, but you better believe it, Daria. It's not over yet. Perhaps she has hit her best move, her best shot, and Ember Moon stays in this one. Pressure on Ember, though. She needs to fight here. This is where it really matters the most. This is where Ember Moon needs to prove herself. It's a tough, gritty match. It's a grind. She needs to make sure that she finishes it off here. Otherwise, Daria will get that win that she's searching for. After a few counters, she connects with the boot. But Daria continues to have pressure applied to her as Ember Moon, with more moves, more kicks, now working away on those legs, trying to keep her grounded. Ember Moon now. She's going to the second. Went for a rolling senton. Tried to roll through and land on, but couldn't quite connect. Ember Moon, what has she got planned now? She's getting close, you feel. She's trying to work the legs of Daria, trying to keep her grounded, trying to keep her down. Ember Moon with the right hand. And now she's got a hold of Daria. And look out! From behind! Spins down with a Hurricane Rana landing right on her head. She's got the legs hooked and she gets her. Well, that's the plan. Trying to wear the legs down so she didn't have power in the legs to kick out. And it worked out. She got her from behind. She took her down and she landed harshly on her head. And she makes the most of it. Ember Moon, you can see, boom, right on her head. And she grabbed the legs. And they would have been feeling it. She would have been feeling it right there. The legs would have been very painful. And she just couldn't kick out. She just didn't have anything left. No power to kick out. But it means that Ember Moon wins here in NXT. And we have seen the birth of perhaps a major star in this women's division. Her name is Ember Moon. What can she do? Will she be able to challenge for that women's championship one day? Well, ladies and gentlemen, time for our next matchup. It's going to be a fatal 4-way for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. And here is the first man in this match. One of the best cruiserweights in our division. A Japanese star. A man who we have seen plenty of here on Universe Mode, not recent times. Kota Ibushi, he's been back and forth between NXT and Japan in recent times, but he's back here tonight looking to get himself an opportunity at this Cruiserweight Championship. We know how talented he is, and he basically has just walked straight into this match. Even though he's lost a few of his last matches, he's just walked straight into this #1 contenders match because that's what he does. That's how good he is. That's how good how much our NXT GM thinks of him. Well, the next man is Oni Lorcan. And he is officially the newest member of the NXT roster, signing a contract earlier today. So you want to talk about cutting it late. I mean, he signed a contract and he's been put in this match as an opportunity to test just how good he is. Well, he has the cruiserweight size, and he has a lot of heart and a lot of fight. He's just a no grits, you know, nothing too flashy about him, just comes out there and gets the job done. So he has signed himself an NXT contract, and as we know, more and more contracts will be given out in recent times because NXT does have a salary cap boost. And Shawn Michaels picking up Oney Lorcan, I think that's a good decision. Well, next up, it's another luchador, and this is a man who will have a major impact in this one. It's Lince Dorado. Well, he's a guy who, on any given night, could get it done. He is a real threat to this championship. But this number 1 contenders match in this Fatal 4-Way, I think will suit him. You know, a one-on-one match, perhaps Lince may not be able to get the job done based off recent form, but a Fatal 4-Way, he might be able to take advantage of a situation that comes his way. Well, the next man is the man who calls himself the greatest cruiserweight of all time. He is a legend, to be fair. It's Chavo Guerrero. He has been one of the great champions of the cruiserweight divisions and the many companies he's been a part of. And we know Gran Metalik is the cruiserweight champion. And Chavo Guerrero wants to come back to prove that he is indeed the greatest cruiserweight champion. Now, whether you agree with that or not, that's up to you. But you cannot deny that Chavo has got plenty of talent, plenty of skill, but he's up there in age, and that's the thing. Can he hang with the likes of Kota Ibushi, who's in his prime, Oney Lorcan and Dorado, all in their prime, all just getting started, really. Looking to make a huge name for themselves. Kota Ibushi, plenty of success over in Japan, and like we said, just recently coming off a Japanese tour. He decided to go back to Japan for a couple of months. That's why we didn't see too much of him here in NXT. And we've been told he had plenty of success over there. He's got his confidence back as he takes out the referee inadvertently. So he's got his confidence back, which is something that he lost with a few losses here at NXT over the last few months. You know, we've been told that he was just a little bit down on confidence, and now going back to Japan, getting a few wins there, he believes that he is ready to win that NXT Cruiserweight Championship. He also believes he wants to be, you know, that he's ready to win the NXT Championship as well. So not just the Cruiserweight Championship he's chasing, he wants to be the champion here of NXT as well. Hurricane Rana there by Chavo. Chavo now, I think, realizes that perhaps Kota Ibushi, on paper, may be the biggest threat in this matchup, the most successful man in NXT in this one. He's had some great moments already in this short time in NXT. As Chavo, snap DDT. So Chavo, the veteran, wants to try and take him out of the equation early and as quickly as he possibly can. And that's the veteran instincts of Chavo Guerrero right there. Off the second, rolls through and lands on Kota Ibushi. Meanwhile, Oney Lorcan with a chin lock, trying to wear down Lince Dorado early on. As Chavo taken down there by Ibushi. Kota Ibushi met with an uppercut. But high hopes for him. You know, we've seen some other Japanese stars here in the WWE have plenty of success. You know, Hideo Itami had plenty of success in NXT. We know Nakamura has done very well for himself as Dorado. Hang on! Wow! What about that from Dorado landing on Oney Lorcan to the outside of the ring? And Lorcan is down. Another head scissors there by Chavo. Dorado will give him a helping hand, but gets met with a clothesline. Lorcan with a counter. So just to finish the point on Ibushi, he'll be looking to try and replicate Itami and Nakamura's success there. Both on the main roster, both in great positions. Nakamura from a US champ. I'm sure Ibushi would love to replicate it. Well, folks, we have to take a quick break. We're back after this. Well, the King of the Ring tournament continues on in the next episode on Monday Night Raw. We've already seen Cena and Dolph Ziggler advance to the next round, as well as Reigns and Ambrose from Smackdown. Well, this week, we will see AJ Styles go one-on-one with Neville in their first round matchup before our IC champion in Neville up against the Royal Rumble winner in AJ Styles. And we will see Nakamura in the Big Show. A chance for Nakamura to get some revenge after the KO punch at Money in the Bank. Nakamura and the Big Show in a first round clash at the King of the Ring. We're back here on NXT, and Chavo Guerrero in the ring right now is delivering the Three Amigos to Kota Ibushi. Lince Dorado is back in there as well. You can see Lorcan, he's on the outside. And, Dorado almost sent to the outside of the ring. Trying to go for a right-handed Chavo. Missed out, but Dorado now rolls through. Chance at a win here, but Lorcan is right there. You see Lorcan was cut open during our commercial break as well. So feeling the effects of this matchup. Everyone just crashed and burned right there. A lot of bodies just getting in the way of each other. Chavo is down. Well, Chavo's got a lot to prove. He believes that he's going to be the man. As now Dorado spinning around Lorcan. And connects with the head scissors as down goes Lorcan. Chavo believes he's the man. He's the one. He's going to be the guy to beat Gran Metalik, a guy who's been unbeatable, unstoppable. Gran Metalik has been so impressive. The crowd loves him. Every time we see him, his performances are just fantastic. Right hand there by Ibushi's block, but Chavo believes that he still has what it takes. Despite being at the tail end of his career, he can do it. What about that there from Dorado? Turn that into a powerbomb. How the hell did he do that? And that's what we want to see from Dorado. Obviously having that luchador style, he's so unpredictable in what he can do. Ibushi gets rid of him though, takes care of business. And a German suplex from behind. Chavo now heading up to the top. We know what could be coming next. Chavo wants to go for the 5-star frog splash. Chavo connecting on Kota Ibushi. But I think he realizes that Lorcan and Dorado are both there. But he's going to go for it anyways. Ibushi! Yo, he just got the shoulder of Kota Ibushi. Just manages to keep this match alive. The 5-star frog splash. Chavo can't believe it. He thought for sure that he had that win. But not yet. We saw Chavo in action a few weeks ago. He got himself a victory. And I think he really kind of showed us that he's back. DDT there. He's back and perhaps even back at his best. I think this is where he wants to be. He's at home. He's in the cruiserweight division. Hasn't had a hell of a lot of success winning the big one, the big prize, the main championships of the world. When it comes to the cruiserweight division, he's always had plenty of success as a missile dropkick by Lorcan. And that's where he needs to focus. He's focusing all his time and energy right now on winning back that cruiserweight championship and proving that he is the greatest cruiserweight of all time. Now, I don't know if that's, the case that he is the greatest, but he certainly had a lot of great moments as a cruiserweight champion. Cover now. This could be it here. Lorcan, oh, just barely kicks out. Dorado nearly had him. And you can see, I think there's a bit of blood there on the face of Ibushi as well. Mixed in with the hair, it's a bit hard to see, but a bit of red on the face is now a German to the outside. Go to Ibushi, don't ride him out. He's so talented, so gifted. Lorcan, he just wants to, I guess, participate. He just wants to be here in NXT. This is just a chance for him to show us what he can do. If he wins this one, it's a bonus. That's really all it is. This is a chance just to make his NXT debut, showcase his skills, and showcase, what he brings to the table. If he wins here, yes, he's a #1 contender. That's fantastic. But he just needs to prove that, he can hang. Chavo. Sliding drop kick. Low on the feet there of Lorcan didn't quite have the effect he was hoping for. Ibushi's down to the outside. Dorado coming back. Wants to get a piece of Lorcan by the looks of it. And he's got a hold of him now. Dorado gets him into the corner. Turns him over. Chavo, he wants a piece too. DDT by Lorcan. And now Lorcan and Chavo can go at it. There's a driver there. Michinoku driver there from Oni Lorcan. Here's the cover. Legs hooked. Chavo kicked out again. Ibushi's back in. Fatal 4-way to prove who is the worthy opponent for Gran Metalik for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. Suplex there by Ibushi, who now wants Lorcan to his feet. Kota Ibushi, a man who can do it all, maybe about to do what he needs to do right now, and that is pin Oni Lorcan to win this contenders match, but he gets it counted as Lorcan, and Ibushi may have lost his opportunity. Dorado's back in. See Dorado, clearly the smaller man in this matchup, but he's certainly got a lot of fight. And now, look out! Powerbomb! That last run powerbomb there by Kota Ibushi. And you can see Lindsay Dorado is down and out. Chavo now trying to do the same. He gets counter there. Well, Ibushi, I think, has got to get to a cover of Dorado, who's slowly stirring. Maybe the opportunity has certainly been passed, but he's got to go for perhaps a follow-up move right now on Lindsay. If he can, then maybe he gets the 3 count, because Lindsay was really rocked by that powerbomb. And hang on, from behind, Lindsay Dorado will drive Kota Ibushi into the corner. Chavo outside the ring there, thanks to Oni Lorcan, so he'll be down for a moment. And Dorado maybe looking to go big here off the top of the rope. And now look at, oh! Jumping Hurricane Rana off the top! Kota Ibushi's down! Ibushi is down, and this could be it. Dorado taking a breather, but I don't know about that. He's got to go for something big. Chavo and Lorcan are down to the outside. They're not, focused on what's happening in the ring. Dorado's trying to keep Ibushi grounded, but he's got to go for a big move. He's got to try and put him away. This is his chance to win here. A chance to get a title shot at Gran Metalik. Elbow there onto the back. Followed up with a kick, but I think Dorado able to avoid much of the force as Lorcan into the steel steps to the outside, thanks to Chavo. And Chavo and Lorcan still fighting away. But Chavo's going to be brought in the ring by Lorcan. And now definitely Dorado has left an opportunity gone begging. It's gone. Brainbuster there by Ibushi. Chavo's down. Lorcan up to the second. He's hitting nobody. Well, I think Vacant must have been in front of him, because that's the only guy he was hitting. Ibushi drops down. Already Lorcan has both legs hooked. Oh, a near fall nearly gets him. Now Chavo back in. Chavo doesn't want anything to do with Ibushi. Oh, wow, that is just impressive. What can you say about that? Kota Ibushi, this is why he is, touted to be one of the big names in the world of wrestling. Can he do it though? This is a chance. He's got so much ability, so much great skill as a cruiserweight. This is a real chance for him to show us right now. But it's Chavo. It's the veteran. One of the great cruiserweights looking to try and put Kota away. The three amigos. And if he goes for the cover, I think he wins. That's maybe a mistake there by Chavo. Maybe he feels as though he needs the frog splash. He's not going to get a frog splash with Ibushi in the corner. Now the boot. Tempted drop kick, but he swats it away. Ibushi back to his feet. And now Chavo met with a slam there by Kota Ibushi. Just grabbed him and slammed it right down. And now Kota. Oh, no way! Springboard moonsault. Coast to coast. One side of the ring to the other. How the hell did he hit that? Wow. And now Chavo over the top of the rope. Kota. Drop kick. Down goes Chavo. But the issue is he's got no one to hit now. Kota Ibushi over the top. And Ibushi wants Chavo up. Kota, what's he got planned? Kota Ibushi looking, and Hurricane Rana jumps and lands on the shoulders of Chavo. Turns into a Hurricane Rana. Now it's Dorado and Ibushi. But Ibushi wants a piece of Lorcan, perhaps. Wants nothing to do with Dorado right now. Chavo's down. Lorcan back in the ring. Perhaps Ibushi believes Lorcan may be the man. He's bloodied, he's battered and bruised. He's really feeling it right now. Perhaps he believes he's the man to beat. Chavo drives Dorado in the ring. And now Ibushi with another springboard. This time he had too much on it. He landed though and got a piece of Lorcan. And now Chavo up top. Ibushi wants to finish off Lorcan. Meanwhile, Chavo off the top gets a hold of Ibushi. Both legs hooked. He stole it. Ibushi had no idea it was coming. He was trying to beat Lorcan, and Chavo came out from the top of the rope and took advantage of the distraction. Ibushi was not looking out for it at all. He got surprised by Chavo, and you can see the neck in a bad position. Both legs hooked. All the weight and pressure of Chavo right on the shoulders of Ibushi, and Chavo gets the perfect cover and a perfect victory. Perhaps he is one of the great cruiserweights of all time. He believes he's the greatest champion in cruiserweight history. Well, Chavo will have a chance to prove it when he goes one-on-one with Gran Metalik for the Cruiserweight Championship of NXT. Well, the veteran is back on top. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for this edition of NXT. Next up, in Universe Mode, you will see Monday Night Raw's King of the Ring matches. 2 huge first round clashes. You do not want to miss it. It is going to be massive. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Universe Mode. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like. It'd be great if we could hit 4 likes. 4 likes for 4 cruiserweight contenders who really gave it all tonight. And also, if you haven't already subscribed, to make sure you do not miss any more Universe Mode episodes, make sure you get notifications on all of BrendenPlayz videos so you stay up to date and there's no chance that you can miss a video from me. Follow me on Twitter at BrendenPlayz and leave a like on the Facebook page BrendenPlayz as well. And of course, check out the website BrendenPlayz.com for all of your King of the Ring coverage. And you can find out which matches are left in the King of the Ring first round before we get to the pay-per-view. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourselves a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.